What's up, everybody? It is your boy here, Controversy. And today, guys, I'm going to do a review to Ghost the Rapper's On the Rise. This is his debut album that he dropped around May when the quarantine thing was like pretty big. And you also may recall that I reacted to this album on my channel, track by track. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so I want to talk about the album cover because it's just so like the message of it, like wow. On the Rise tells a story of Ghost climbing his way up to the success ladder, trying to be the next best thing to come out of the underground community, basically just trying to be at the top, trying to be the best rapper, trying to be at the top of the rap game. And if you really compare this cover to his second album cover, Never Look Back, you can definitely see that there's quite a connection. You see, because in On the Rise, it tells the story of Ghost's journey to success, and in this album, he feels that he is reached the point. He feels like he's reached the top of the mountain. He feels like he's at a certain point in his career where he's attained so much success and so much praise ever since his debut came out. And this is basically him, not looking back. Like basically, I'm not gonna let my past or my bad experiences get to me. I'm not gonna let that ruin all the success and the following that I have attained up to this point. And also, stay tuned for this album, man. This is dropping October 30th. But anyway, back to the album. Now, when On the Rise, the production consists of some hard trap beats mixed in with some piano and some guitar, so there's definitely a variety of production in the album, which I can quite enjoy, and all the beats just really fit well with Ghost's ever-changing, with Ghost's different changing type of flows. So there's definitely a wide variety of flows he possesses in this album, which is quite needed for an album. You definitely don't want to have the same flow for every single song. It just makes it bland and boring for the listener. But yeah, and On the Rise, you have themes of Ghost being a king. He feels that like a king, he needs to overcome the obstacles that the world puts out upon him, and these themes are explored in King and songs like King and Looking for Change, where we see Ghost feeling like there's people out there, the haters or the critics and the world that wants him to stop rapping. They want him to quit. They want him to fall. They essentially are praying for his downfall. They want him to lose. But Ghost feels like he has to, destroy their opinions. He has to prove them wrong. No, I'm going to be the next best artist. I'm going to be at the top. I'm on the rise. He feels like he has to prove them wrong, definitely. And in Looking for Change, Ghost not only gives a nod to Tupac, Biggie, and the Doc, three prominent figures in hip hop, but he also basically says that, he feels like he shouldn't try to change anything. He feels like he should just leave the rap game be, to not get involved in it. But then he also feels that he needs to do it for Tupac, because he knows that if Tupac was here, he wouldn't let the rap game just dissolve and suffer like that. But he feels like he not only needs to do it for Tupac, he feels like he needs to change the way the rap game is and just do it for the culture, do it for the hip hop culture, do it for essentially the amazing acts that have died and have passed away, such as Tupac and Biggie. But yeah, and On the Rise definitely showcases Ghost's lyrical talent. Songs like Annihilate, Who Want It, Wrath, Spitter, and Homeless tend to showcase just how lyrically amazing Ghost can be. It showcases amazing flows, cold, hard-hitting bars, and essentially just overall his lyrical talent, warning his contenders and his enemies that, if they want beef with him, they better be ready. They better not cower or run away, when it gets down, they better be right there to face the music, essentially face his wrath, songs such as, Wrath or Who Want It. And this album honestly just really shows you how amazing and clever Ghost's bars are, songs like I Write, where it's just, oh my god, there's this bar that I really liked in that song. It was like, the The paper is my vision, the ink is my soul. Oh my lord, this album just really showcases these are songs that showcase Ghost's lyrical talent and amazing introspective bars. And they also, and songs especially, just like Broke Me Down and Moving On. Moving On tends to showcase a different type of sounding beat, a more smooth lo-fi beat, kind of different from the overall trap piano hard production that is incorporated throughout the songs. So essentially in Broke Me Down and Moving On, we see themes of romance. We see that Ghost is not afraid to show his vulnerability. He's not afraid to talk about sort of, when he's like sort of broken. He's not afraid to show weakness in his music. While showing superiority in this album, he also shows some weakness and vulnerability, especially when he talks about themes of love and romance and how he feels broken. He feels lost without his girl. But on how he also has the power to move on. He can move on. And especially in the song Moving On, which is my second favorite song off the album, it features a smooth lo-fi beat, and you can definitely tell that as the song goes on and on and on, goes at first, says like I'm definitely gonna move on, but then he essentially, the song gets kind of aggressive, and he kind of just hates the girl for putting him in this position, for breaking his heart, for just doing this to him. So yeah, like songs like Moving On, Broke Me Down, you can tell that Ghost is also not afraid to show his vulnerability and his weakness in songs, which I can quite, props to that, because while yes, he also shows superiority, he also, is not afraid to show weakness, which I respect that. Now, and next up we have, songs where he explores a lot of mind-boggling concepts, like what is death? Like what happens when you die? Do you go to heaven? Do you go to hell? Is it dark or is there light? He really tends to get really deep into the album, songs like Lights Go Out, Words Without Knowledge, and Alcatraz, where not only Ghost is introspective, vivid storytelling tends to come to light, but it just really shows you how deep and how introspective he can really be as an artist. Like he can make music that shows his lyrical talent, his prowess, his lyrical ability, but he can also make songs that are filled with emotion and or tell a story and ask these sort of mind-boggling questions. What does death feel like? And I want to talk about Lights Go Out, because in Lights Go Out he really just questions, he brings up themes of religion. Is God gonna forgive me, or is God gonna forgive the world for what we've done? Is he gonna forgive us for our sins when we finally do die? And Words Without Knowledge, this song is quite emotional. You can probably compare it to songs such as I Write, maybe, because like I said, these songs tend to show Ghost's vulnerability, his emotion. In Words Without Knowledge, we see him kind of addressing the world, and addressing God, asking God some questions, similar to like Dax's music. Dax has made a couple of songs here and there where he addresses God, asks him some questions like, why are these things happening? This is like basically like Ghost 2 in Words Without Knowledge. He's asking God some questions. Why is the world like this? Why is there wars? Why is there people dying? Why is there kids starving? I just need to know, and yeah, just overall, just questioning God, like, is God real? So there's definitely some themes of religion in this album too, which I can quite appreciate, and then I Write, we feel that, and I Write, especially, just kind of like, sort of gives Ghost his perspective on why he does what he does, why he raps. He raps to let the emotion out, to, like, if he's going through something, he's gonna write, to let it out. Again, like that bar I was talking about, the pen is the paper is the vision, the ink is my soul. Wow, that's such an amazing bar, man. Overall, man, I thought this was a really great album. I honestly didn't really find anything wrong with it. I enjoyed literally every single track I listened to, and I just loved how it incorporated a wide variety of themes, you know, from religion to romance, how you should stay true to yourself, be confident in your ability, and not let anybody tell you what you should and shouldn't do. I like that, to be honest. Yeah, and this album not only just shows Ghost's amazing lyrical ability, but it also just showcases how vivid and how introspective Ghost can be in his music. Definitely amazing lyrical ability, great vivid storytelling, cold hard-hitting lyrics and bars, and a wide variety of flows. Man, I just got to give props to Ghost on that, because I don't like listening to an artist that has the same flow in every song. So definitely props to him for like changing up the flows in this album. But yeah, I thought this album was great. Essentially, I consider this a classic in Ghost the Rapper's career. That's why I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, baby. That's right, man. A perfect 10, to be honest with you. I enjoyed listening to this album, and it honestly just solidifies Ghost's position as a phenomenal MC in the underground community. And also, stay tuned for Never Look Back, man. This album is dropping on October 30th, bro. You better mark your calendars, man. This is gonna get good, man. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think of this review? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.